What's up, PCS Nation family? It's your boy Glenn doing an interesting G-Walk today. Maybe interesting, maybe more like glum and sad. But we're going to do something interesting in that we're going to take a look at something from the front lines that you don't get to see from the front lines too much when you watch the mainstream media or read the mainstream media newspapers or listen to the fucking meatheads that get on TV and tell you what's really going on. We're going to do an economy. We're going to do a babbling, backed up bowels Biden economy G-Walk through my local mall. And this is what it looks like on the front lines. And we'll see how it goes. And maybe if it's impactful enough, we'll forward this on to the White House and say, what are you fucking idiots doing? Anyway, off we go. We're going to do 4 floors of the Galleria Mall. This is my hometown mall. And show you what's going on in the real world as far as retail and the economy. So let's start right here. Dollar store, out of business. Shut down, presumably by the pandemic. But who knows? Maybe they couldn't transition to the whole $1.25 store paradigm like some of the other dollar stores did. But anyhow, that's one. We're just going to walk. I'm thinking I can probably knock this out in like 10, 15 minutes. We'll see how it goes. It's not looking too bad so far, right? Everything's popping. Everything's open. Hi there. Open, 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 open. Rainbow Shop's looking good. They're hiring because nobody wants to fucking work. And away we go, and away we go, and away we go. I think it's going to start getting good in a minute. Foot Locker. Open for business, but pretty fucking empty. Now, I don't know what every one of these stores, but I can never come up to this. This is the top level. It's like the fashion level where like everything's twice as much as it is in Target. So I don't know all the names, but closed. That's 2. Don't know what was there. Right next door to closed number 2. Closed number 3, which I don't know what was there. But okay. Moving right along, we got Zoomies, which I have no idea what they sell. But they appear to be still open. I don't know what was here in this little kiosk, but that's dead. Moving, moving, moving. Seeing what we can see. We got dogs in the mall. We got some fat dogs in the mall. Gotta put those little fellas on a diet. Next store, unknown store, closed. That's 4. We got Urban X looking full and healthy. Not too many customers. You would think Black Friday weekend it'd be a little more full, but it's not. Here's a mall tradition, Bed Bath & Beyond, looking full of products and empty of customers. We got Jimmy J's. Black Friday sale all weekend starting at 50%. And 2 people in the store. Rolling right along to closed number 5. Whatever that was. Again, I don't come up here too much. I usually stick to the food court. And sometimes the floor just above where the Metro PCS store is and I get my phone gear. So, another empty store on a fucking Sunday afternoon, the day after, the weekend after Thanksgiving. And we got empty, empty, empty. Okay, fashion level 2, whatever store this was. Gone. That's 6. Somebody check me on the count. I think I got it right. Then we got even the restrooms are out of business because they couldn't afford toilet paper. They couldn't find any toilet paper. So we'll count that now. We're not going to count that. We'll keep it at 6 now. We'll go to 7 on this one. Don't know what this was. But now it gets ugly. Because now we get to Sears. And Sears went out. So wow, one of the anchor stores at this mall is dead. Sears. They've been around for like whatever, 200 years. They've been around since like the Pilgrims. And now they're gone in the Galleria Mall. So that's 7. That's 8. No, that's 7. This is 8, whatever this was. That's 8. So far, we went down half of one floor, and 8 of the stores are gone. You watching, Joe? You watching, you meatbag? This is what your economy looks like in real life. Luggage and more. Looking mighty full. Plenty of stock. 2 customers the day after Thanksgiving. 3 days after Thanksgiving. Okay. We're at 8. I'm not counting the open stores. I guess we can go back and count them later. Tate's Menswear, always a poppin' place with some really hideous menswear and ugly colors. And I don't know who wears this shit, but it is what it is. And fully stocked and empty of customers. We're at 8, closed. That was like 3 stores in a row open. What the hell? H&M. They sell clothes, I guess, women's clothes. I don't know if they sell men's clothes. I don't go in there. H&M. It's a big H&M. It's like an H&M. I don't know, what does even H&M stand for? But on we go. Some lovely Christmas music playing in the background. Just shoot me. Although we may have some cool Christmas music coming for you at some point. I didn't even realize how big this H&M is. This is almost like an Anchor kind of store. But again, I do not patronize them, so I really don't know. But dead fucking empty. Sunday after Thanksgiving. One of the biggest shopping weekends of the year. Going. This is still H&M, man. H&M must be doing all right. They can pay the rent here on a store that size. And coming up to store number 9 that is closed in the Biden babbling bullshit and backed up bowels economy. I don't know what that was. I'm going to start being a little bit more familiar with the stores as we get down off the fashion level, because I'm like a fashion level kind of guy. Straight Walk Runway. Never heard of it. Sorry about that. But they're open. There's a mannequin sitting in a chair in an empty room. I don't even know what they do. Alright, so this gets ugly. Coming up on our next closed store, which I think is number 10. Guys, check me on the count. Store number 10 used to be Old Navy. And Old Navy even went out of business in the White Plains Galleria. So we're having just tons of fun here. Just about done with the 4th floor. We're going to move down the escalator to the 3rd floor. We'll see what else is up here just past Old Navy. That was number 10 closed. And whatever this was next to Old Navy is number 11 closed. And this is where it gets real good, guys. Remember down the other end? Back at the other end, we had the closed Sears. Well, there's your closed Macy's at the other end of the mall. So the 2 anchor stores are gone from here. And another store that's been around in this city for as long as I've been alive, at least anyway, has now departed the city. So, and then we're back to the start of the store, dollar store. So, let's walk back this way. We're going to go down to the 2nd floor. This might be some boring, tedious bullshit. I'll look at the video when I'm done and see if it was even worth it. But I thought it was kind of interesting. It's been on my mind, like in the subconscious, to do something like this and just kind of illustrate what a mess we're in, that they're just denying the crap out of and pretending it's not happening and telling you everything's going to be all right as they fly off to their billionaire friends' mansions for Thanksgiving. The Joe could get some turkey that somebody had to cut up for him and wipe his chin when he was done. And Kamala, she went wherever she went and she got her chin wiped too, presumably, for Thanksgiving. But that's what your economy looks like, guys. You're all full of shit. It's way worse than you're letting on. And it's getting worse and worse. I work in it, so look. I mean, we all do, but like I work specifically in retail, so like I kind of know what's going on with this shit. All right, so the downscalator. I always tell people, my kids, like when they were little, I would tell them, there's the upscalator and the downscalator. So we're on the downscalator coming down. Now we're gonna do just a quick dip through here because I know everything's closed down this way, but you're gonna like this. Now I don't even know what this store was, but that's number 12 closed, or 13, I think. I'm probably off, but 13 closed. Whatever it was, I think it might have been American Eagle or American Outfitters or some shit. I don't know. Going a little further on, see what's next to them. And good on this side, and we're now back to Macy's, closed. Don't know what this is, never saw it before. Painting classes. And they're just popping in there. There's not a soul in sight. Coming back this way, another big one. Look at that. Victoria's Secret's gone. Ooh. Nice, right? I used to work for them. No, I'm just kidding. It's an old joke. I used to work in the Victoria's Secret factory as a diesel fitter. And what I would do is, as the panties came off the assembly line, I'd put them on my head and say, yeah, diesel fitter. That was awful. All right, so quick stroll. What are we, 14 now? 14 stores closed out of probably 70 or so far. I think it might be more than that. We'll get a total count. I could probably find that like online somewhere, like how many stores are supposed to be in this mall. All right, we're getting back into it now. Lids, the home of the $35 baseball cap. You're doing all right. A couple customers in there. We got Fafi, who looks jammed to the gills with product. And they got a couple of customers, man. Maybe they're doing okay. K Jewelry. K Jewelers. A mainstay in your malls. Momo. Don't know what that is, except they're selling like little cheap little earring jewelry and stuff like that. Right next to a Claire's, which sells exactly the same thing. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. But hey, they're both still open. They're doing better than Sears and Victoria's Secret and Old Navy. We got Foot Action USA, because everybody needs shoes. We got the Jewel Hut, 2 stores away from K Jewelry. I don't know a fucking thing about retail. None of that shit makes sense to me. Going. We saw H&M already, so we can kind of... H&M is 2 floors, man. Holy gadzooks. I didn't realize as big as it was. That's like essentially the anchor store at this point, because everything else is closed. The big stores, Spencer's Gifts, another mall classic. But Illimite, Unlimited, I don't know, they're looking pretty empty in there. And here is Hot Topic, and they're gone, number 15. Another mainstay for your American mall has bit the dust in the Joe Biden babbling bullshit, backed up bowel economy. Continuing on, so what's that, 15 or 16? I think it was 15, it might be 16. I think it kind of doesn't matter at this point. I think we're going to hit 20 easy. But we'll just keep rolling and see what else we can find down here. GNC is there, and not well stocked and completely empty of customers. Green Healing Center. It's an interesting story on this one. The Green Healing Center used to be a picture people, and I worked for them for a while, so it used to be a photo studio here. It looks like there's just like a bunch of Asian women giving massages. I don't know what that is, but that used to be a place I worked for a couple years called the Picture People, and they're defunct now. This used to be, I think, a perfume store, and they're gone now. This is awful. 16, 15. Custom Tees, Cohen's Optical. This was actually a pretty poppin' women's clothing store a long time ago, and they went out, and then this like American Indian art and craft company popped in there, and apparently they went tits up, so they're gone. So that's 16 stores closed on 2 floors so far. Shape Up is doing all right, but pretty freaking empty for the Sunday after Thanksgiving. iFix, cell phone repair, where they just rape you to fix your screens that you break. Silly shit. Clout Control, no idea what this is about. It looks like clothes, and it looks like it's pretty desperate and empty. We got Famous Footwear. Oh, that reminds me too, because you know what? One of those bigger stores upstairs that is closed down now was, what was that other shoe store that they used to have? The cheap shoes, and it was like a big something, I don't remember. I'll think of it before the end. But that big shoe store that was like the pier of Famous Footwear, they're gone. I don't remember. I'll think of it later. Whatever's here, was here, is no longer here. That's 17 or 18 now, I think we're up to. And Bernie's Perfumes is here and empty as fuck. And more H&M. We got T-Mobile and Smoothie over here. Both kicking and doing well, it looks like. Because everybody's got to eat. back to the center of the mall. And we'll go down this way. MVP Healthcare. Like a kiosk booth in the middle of a mall for MVP Healthcare. That's got to be some sort of scam, I would think. But we got Click. Again, I think we passed that before. They're doing all right. Ideal Jewelers is doing all right. The Lollipop Toy Shop. I know there used to be 3 toy stores in here, and that's the only one left. We got this little shop here, whatever it used to be. So I think that's number 18. I'm pretty sure I lost count, but retail space available. Contact us for details. Yeah, okay, that's gonna happen. There's Metro by T-Mobile. I'm gonna tell you about these guys real quick. This is a company I've been dealing with for 10 years, Metro, PCS, now Metro by T-Mobile. And this is the store I go to get my gear. And these guys are awesome here. They always help me out. I actually just put some memory in the phone while I was here. Figured I'd carry on with this as we were going. All right, so I think we covered everything down this way. I think we're up to 18 stores closed now, including Macy's, Sears, Victoria's Secret, Old Navy, and Famous Footwear. What was the name of that company? Something Footwear. I think they were right there next to Victoria's Secret. Oh, it'll come to me. All right, another downscalator. Those are some boots you got on there, toots. Going down to the food court, the vibrant and poppin' food court, because people got to eat. So I guess that's all right. And we will start at the end that we already know is closed, which I think this was Sears at this end. We'll just go this way. KFC and Taco Bell, always a favorite and a mall staple. You know, a lot of these machines here where like they just rip you off and take your dollar and you can't grab the thing because it's like bullshit. And you know how these things are rigged. Don't fall for this shit. We've got Perforissimo, which is a ponderous freaking stupid name, but it actually used to be called something different that was even worse. I think it was Perfulandia or something like that. It was like an unpronounceable name, and they're gone. Don't know what was here, but they're gone. Number 19. And it looks like we got number 20, which I do not recall what it was, right here around the corner. Oh, I remember what this was now too. No, I don't remember what this was, but this was number 19. This is number 20 closed, whatever it was. This place over here was for a time a mosque right here in the Galleria in the mall. You could come like 5 times a day and take a knee on a mat and pray to Mecca. And now Drip Fitness Studio, work for it, sweat for it. I don't see a thing in there but a rug, a couple of empty water bottles, so I'm going to presume that that's number 21, not open in the store. And there goes Sears again. Dental and foot care, they might just be closed for the day. They could be closed on Sunday, maybe they take the day off. But next is Gloria's. This is basically communion and quinceañera, if I said that right, outfits for young children. So I guess there's always a call for that. That's a pretty awful dress, but what do I know? Forever 21, another of the quasi-anchor stores that are left here, along with H&M. Forever 21 is a 2-story store. They look like they're doing some business, but damn, man, you'd think the Sunday after Thanksgiving would be kicking a little harder than that. But there they go. So we're up to 21, 21, I think, and this is going to be 22 over here. And I do not recall what this one was, but 22 closed. 22 locations in the White Plains Galleria closed. It's looking ugly. And now we're just going to get into the restaurants. And they seem to be doing all right, hanging in there on some of the restaurants. The first one is called Scotch Bonnet. This place is going to be closed soon anyway, which is a shame. It's Jamaican food, and it looks pretty good. I've eaten there one. No, I actually haven't eaten there because I didn't want to get to like it because I could see they weren't going to stick around too long. We got Bourbon Street, which the lights are on, but I can confirm has not been open for at least a month now. So that's 22. Then we got Dunkin' Donuts, which is just never going to go out of business. We got Charlie's, Philly Steaks, another food court staple. We got Burger King, which replaced the McDonald's. And explain this one to me. White Plains, which is a city of about 70,000 people, does not have a McDonald's anymore because 3 of them closed down in the last 4 years. So go figure on that one. So 21, we got half the food court left to go. We're at 21. Salon and Shop Belitza is gone, despite what you're seeing in there. That's all been closed down for a couple of weeks too. I think the other stores are just storing some stuff in here, but they're dead too. And then we got the News Corner, and fuck this guy because he charges like $18 for a pack of cigarettes, and then when you go, what? He goes, oh, more prices, more prices. So yeah, fuck you and your mall prices. We don't need none of that. We got halal guys, a half-rate halal guys because they don't do lamb here for whatever reason. It's probably a county ordinance. We got Sparrow, which is another long-timer. Holy Guacamole, which I used to go to a lot, but last time I went, they were absolutely awful due to ingredients not being of the highest quality because they can't afford them. So I stopped going there too. We got Master Wok, your generic, Chinese food. There's a funny thing too about Master Wok, which is right over here, and the Bourbon Street, which is over on the other side, which I told you closed. So they used to have like all the same food. Like the only thing is they would like paint the rice a different color, like yellow instead of brown. So like you'd be able to differentiate between the two places. Oh boy. And there's a little tunnel that goes behind all the food court places because I think they all just interchange employees and stuff like that. It's just weird stuff. So what do we got? 22 stores closed. We're coming down the last down escalator. We got Westchester Trains and Hobbies, which has just been a machine for probably the last 40 years. They used to be in another mall here that has since closed down. They moved over here to the Galleria, and they are open for business, and they're probably loving this time of year because they're probably doing all right. It's a good shop. It's a good little hobby shop. You don't see many of them anymore. And the last stop on this journey, fucking Santa Claus is even out of business. They're not having your kids come and sit with Santa and take pictures anymore. I don't know if that's a health thing or if it's just because Santa Claus is home collecting $1,200 checks every month and no incentive to go back to work. And that fat fuck. Me and Santa don't get along because we just can't come to an agreement on this whole being good thing. We have different interpretations on it. So I'm not too unhappy that Santa Claus is out of work this year. But no lap sitting, or else I'd have done it. But no lap sitting with Santa Claus this year here in the Galleria Mall. And actually we got one more. I don't know what was over here. I think it was a clothing store, but they're gone. So that's 23 counting Santa Claus. 23 and a half counting that bathroom that's closed. And the last thing we have is Blink Fitness, which is still open but not doing very much business. So we covered that pretty quick. I think it probably was less than 15 minutes. So that's what it looks like, peeps. That's what it looks like out here on the front lines, despite what they tell you on the news and when that babbling jackass gets in front of a camera to tell you everything's okay, don't worry about a thing. This is what it really looks like, kids. Retail's fucked. And because of the idiots and meatheads we have running things right now. So I don't know what the answer is. I never do. I always have the questions, though. And I got a lot of questions about this. So that's the story here at the Galleria Mall. Figuring that's probably 25% of the stores out of business. We'll come to 22, I think, stores that are closed, including Macy's, Sears, Old Navy, Victoria's Secret, and Payless. Payless shoes. I knew I didn't think of it before the end of this. They went dead too. So, some pretty big names not here in the White Plains Galleria any longer. Thanks, Joe. You glitchy prick. You fucking meatbag. And the HOTUS. And all the rest of you White House squatters lying to us and shoving us towards socialism. Anyway, have a great day. Talk to you later. We're going to do a little radio later on, guys. We'll see how it goes, maybe. Not with Rumble. We'll talk about that. But anyway, that's the end of the journey. Have a great day. Bye.